All right, so for those of you that find yourself with less and less patience these days, Cassie has a cure for you, but you might not like it.
Yeah, and it's interesting as the, chief digital officer, the person who over all the social media, that I'm going to be making this recommendation. But I noticed recently I've had zero patience, right? My bucket for my patience or levels are very low. And yes, I have a lot going on in my life. So I'm giving myself some grace, but it's something I wanted to work on because it's not helpful for anyone. And it's especially not helpful when you live with 2 kids, 5 and under, in an RV.
Well, let's just stop there for just 1 second, okay? Because I know you are giving yourself some credit, but let's give you even more credit. What you have gone through the last couple of years here, and it seems to be peaking right now of stress. The fact that you don't have any patience makes 100% perfect sense. And to me, this is the last time you should, this is the worst timing to try to better yourself when it comes to patience, because it's not possible.
It is a bad time, but I do think there's a fix. And unfortunately, I was having this conversation with my sister the other day. When you are a parent, and you guys know this, you don't really have time to do that. Your kids, they care about you, but they don't care what's going on in your life, and they don't understand. So all they see is maybe mom's a little more impatient than normal. And it's not like I'm yelling at them or anything, but I find myself getting frustrated very quickly, and I don't like that. And it's not anyone in my family. Well, it's not my husband or my kids' fault, right? And it's no one's fault, really. And it's just something I don't want to do around my family. So whenever I have an issue I'm like, I got to look at it and see how I can fix it. And so I just have to turn off everything else and compartmentalize and deal with what's in front of me, and that's being a mom. So I realized after a little research, it's obvious, and most of people will know this, but I dug into it a little bit deeper to see if there was a scientific backing, and there is. TikTok is ruining your attention span, and so are Reels. It's called a dopamine brain, and studies have shown that it's such a reward system. So you watch this good video, you get the dopamine rush, and then you hit the next one. But all it's also doing, it's not only keeping you on the apps longer, it's reinforcing shorter attention spans. And 2024 graduates are struggling academically because of TikTok, because of those shortened attention spans. And so I was like, I wonder if I give up TikTok, which is going to be hard because I really love it. And I love it because I learned so much from it. I actually use it kind of it was a joke in my family. My grandfather used to sit down and literally just read encyclopedias because he liked learning. And my dad loves YouTube videos. He'll go to Khan Academy and just watch videos. And TikTok was my version of bite-sized digestible information. But I'm like, I can't keep on like this. So 2 weeks ago, I stopped scrolling on TikTok, and I find myself still picking it up. And for a while there, I had to enlist my husband because I'd pick up my phone to do something and find myself on Instagram Reels. And he's like, "Are you watching Reels?" And I'm like, I don't even know how I got here.
Yes. True.
Yeah. I was blacked out. I was like, what do you mean? I'm 3 Reels deep, and I picked up my phone to use the calculator app. How is this happening? And I can say now, after 2 weeks, I've had a couple slip ups. My attention span is much better, and my patience levels have started to refill. And I'm able to handle short stress, things that should stress me out quickly, a lot more easily.
Okay. So everything you're saying,
I know. I did not want to be the bearer of this news.
No, I literally
it's okay.
just told you that I'm finally in a perfect relationship with Instagram, and now you're telling me it's unhealthy?
Well, dude, you've never had a long attention span, so you're exempt from this.
And my husband is going to be so annoyed when I say this, because he's been talking to me about my phone usage for quite some time, right? And he's talked to me about the dopamine brain and how they're hooking you and all this stuff, because I never signed up for TikTok, so I don't have TikTok, but I do have Instagram, and I, get sucked into the mommy Instagram and the Reels and stuff like that.
Same thing, different font.
Yeah, and that's my love language. I'm constantly sending memes and Reels to people, and because it's the penguin pebbling, right? This is how I'm showing you my love, by giving you my little real pebbles, right? So listening to you say that about the attention span, I mean, the perfect example popped up in my head as I was in the playroom with Jimmy and we were coloring, right? And because I'm like, we need to cut back on the screen time in this house. And I need to be, I think I do believe I'm a good mom, but I also think there's areas of improvement. And I think that goes for every mom, right? So I'm like, no, I'm not going to just plop the tablet in front of him, put some Blippy on, and me get on my computer and do whatever. We're going to go in the playroom, we're going to sit down, and we're going to color. I was in there for maybe 60 seconds, and I was like, is this over?
Yeah,
this is so
it's
boring.
true, man.
And then I was like, no. And then I stopped myself, and I'm like, I am spending quality time with my child that is like beneficial. And it was just because again, that attention span, I wasn't getting that same dopamine hit. And now I'm like, I think you're right.
I hate it.
Do you know how I've recommended to anybody that is thinking about quitting drinking, This Naked Mind is the book that you're supposed to, I mean, you will quit drinking if you read it. If you're where Cassie is right now, read Dopamine Nation. Oh my God. And it is the exact same thing. Like, you'll start to understand why you get kind of bummed out if you're not scrolling. And it has everything to do with the dopamine. It's these small chemical hits you're giving yourself, and you'll start to understand how dangerous this is for your kids also. You might just be saying that, but you don't know why you're saying it. Oh, they don't have attention spans. They're not really going out as much. This tells you in very simple terms exactly how dangerous it is and how to get off it. It's called Dopamine Nation.
You're telling all these people with a shortened attention span to read a book?
It's audio
Find the TikTok summary.
The Bert Show.